will just click. Get up to 25% off select Samsung appliances at the Home Depot.
Oklahoma's own News on 6 starts now with winter weather.
First here at noon, winter weather is on the way to green country as rain is falling now and will soon move over to snow. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dave Davis. We have teams across the region monitoring conditions, but we begin with meteorologist Stephen Ahrens in the Bob Mills Weather Center with the latest on these conditions. Stephen.
Yeah, Dave, we're just starting here with rain over the last few hours. A few spots have seen a little bit of a mix already, and this is what's coming our way. We're looking at a couple counties to the west on I-35 near the Oklahoma-Kansas state line. This is kind of the K Noble County vicinity. You see the snow's coming down pretty heavy. The first burst of snow, you'll notice, and we'll see this with time this afternoon in eastern Oklahoma, is that the first burst of snow will have a tendency to melt with those relatively warm ground temperatures, but then more of that will add up as we head through the afternoon. Now, this is another good example. Von Castor down the Turner Turnpike down near Chandler in between Oklahoma City and Tulsa, kind of getting closer to central Oklahoma, but you can see where the snow has started to add up relatively quickly there. All it's going to take is some of those heavier bursts to last for a little while to kind of overcome the relatively warm ground temperatures. And like I said, that'll happen more so later this afternoon and even into this evening here in eastern Oklahoma. So here's the wide view on radar right now. We'll check in and show you more of our trackers that are spread out here in just a few minutes as they're keeping a close eye on when that changeover starts to occur. This has been mostly rain so far as expected on our side of the state. Snow in central, north central, and western Oklahoma. They've had several inches of snow in southwestern and western Oklahoma. It's adding up fairly quickly in central Oklahoma areas as well. So you can see mostly just rain for now, but there's been a little bit of sleet and snow mixed in spots. Where you start to see these kind of brighter yellows and oranges on radar, that's where the precip may be slightly heavier, but that's also radar picking up on spots where there's some of that frozen precip a little bit above the ground that's melting as it reaches the surface. And that's an indication of areas that could eventually switch over to more snow this afternoon. And you just saw Vaughn's shot again. He's just going from Chandler and down towards I-40. That's where that snow mix over has been occurring. And we'll start to see that in southeastern Oklahoma this afternoon. The winter storm warning in red goes for the Tulsa I-44 corridor to the south and east, where generally the heaviest snows look to fall later today into tonight. North and west, you can see southeast Kansas, Nowata, Washington, Osage, Pawnee counties, a travel advisory where the snow amounts and rates will probably be a little bit lighter, but you'll still see some snow to be impactful later on into the evening hours. South Tulsa, again, it's just going to be wet roads now through the afternoon with primarily rain falling. Even where we have some snow falling, it's going to initially just be kind of a wet road condition where with temperatures mid to upper 30s. As we mentioned, this is kind of an important part of this system. We need those temperatures to drop a couple more degrees for a better snow changeover, and we think that's going to happen with time this afternoon and into this evening. So there's a kind of glance ahead on that. I'm going to walk you through this hour by hour, the very latest on an updated snowfall totals map for you as well in just a few minutes.
Okay, thank you, Stephen. As the snow moves into Tulsa, the city's ready and waiting to keep the roads clear of any snow and ice that may happen. News on 6's Jonathan Polasic is live to explain why the city says this winter storm will be different from the last ice storm. Jonathan?
Well, Dave, according to Leon Craigle, the city's street maintenance manager, he says that the city has about 56 trucks that they can use to run over our streets and our bridges and start that treatment once we start getting some snow here in Tulsa. However, unlike the last storm that we had, the city did not treat our major roads with a brine solution because we're getting rain before the snow. Instead, the city will just be treating the roads with a salt mixture to hopefully turn any snow and ice into slush so that the roads can easily be cleared by the plows. Craigle also hopes that the plowing starts sooner this go-around compared to the last storm.
We're going to be able to remove it really quick, and the temperature staying above freezing, that's going to help us a lot. So, you know, it's going to be able to hopefully remove this, if this storm stays predicted as it is, clear the streets quickly.
Now, Craigle tells me that the roads are going to be treated over and over again until they are clear. Live in Tulsa, Jonathan Polasic, Oklahoma's own News on 6.